Hey, what's up? This is Juan from unconsciousmind.org, and my purpose is to make you realize that you don't have to believe every thought that crosses through your mind so you can achieve true freedom, which is not a territorial freedom, but freedom from the mind, from the thinking. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with negative thoughts and emotions and how you can use that same energy to transmute it into a high and positive state of being. This is very powerful, so make sure you pay close attention, okay? Now, the first thing you have to understand is how emotions arise, and behind every emotion there is a thought. There can't be an emotion without a thought. The emotion is the response of your body to your thoughts. Now, for example, let's say I am fearful, like, oh my God. But if you pay close attention, there is a thought behind that fear. And let's say, for example, I feel ugly. I am ugly. And to think that I am ugly and to believe that I am ugly makes me feel fearful. But why? Because maybe I don't think that I will be able to find a partner. Okay? So the first step to transmute that negative emotion is to become aware of the emotion. Okay, I am fearful, and not to be dragged by the emotion, but to actually become the observer of that emotion. Okay, this is very important. You need to have a lot of awareness and presence, not to be dragged by the emotion, but just to observe it. Okay, so your first step is to recognize and to become aware of the emotion and to observe it. Don't react to it. Don't oppose to the emotion. Don't wish you were feeling something different. Just observe it. This is the first step. Now, the second step is to become aware of the thought behind that specific emotion. Now, let's keep with the example of fear. Let's say I realize that I am fearful, and I observe it, and I become aware that my mind is producing certain thoughts, and the root cause of my fear is that I feel ugly, and the subsequent thoughts are that I won't be able to find a partner, and then therefore I will die alone. That is the sequence. So the first step is to recognize the emotion. The second is to become aware of the thought behind that emotion. And again, you need to practice awareness. Don't be dragged by the emotion or the thoughts. Just observe it. This is key, because otherwise you won't be able to access the power of your consciousness to transmute that negativity into a powerful state of being. So number one, observe the emotion, don't be dragged by it. And number two, become aware of the thoughts that your mind is producing that cause you to feel that emotion. Okay? And the third step is to consciously change your perspective about the thought. Now, what do I mean by this? See, there are as many points of view and perspectives in this world as humans, as minds. Therefore, what your mind is telling you, it's not the truth. The truth is not a reality. It's just a perspective, a point of view. That is your point of view and how your mind has been conditioned by your past. So, all you have to do is to realize that it is only a thought that is causing you to feel like that, and that thought is only a point of view. It's not the truth. It's not reality. It's just a point of view. And what you're going to do is to consciously choose to believe something different by changing your perspective about the thought. Now, let's use the example of I am ugly and fear. The emotion is that I am fearful, and the thought is that I am ugly and I will die alone. What I have to do is to become aware of that, and then to consciously change my perspective, and to focus, to pay close attention, and to choose consciously where I am placing my attention, and to create new thoughts that support that new belief and that new perspective that I'm trying to create. So for example, fearful, I am ugly. What I'm going to do is that I am consciously going to place my attention in things that prove me that I am not ugly. Now, for example, I'm not ugly because ugliness is just personality. There's people that can have a face that you may think it's pretty, but if that person's personality sucks, then that person is ugly. See, I am changing my perspective. Therefore, I have a lovely personality. I love to hug people and to treat them well. Therefore, I am not ugly. I am a loving person. And then, what you're going to do is that you're going to choose 10 things that you are grateful for regarding that negative thought. Let's say, for example, I am ugly. I'm going to turn that into 10 positive things I am grateful for. So, for example, I am grateful that I have a nose. Now, my nose is not ugly because I am grateful that I can breathe through it. I am grateful that I have my hands and I can touch things. I am grateful that I have a body and that I have legs that can carry me to wherever I want. See what's happening here? Then your practice is going to be to detect the thought that's causing you to feel that negative emotion and to consciously choose 10 things you are grateful for regarding that supposed negative thing. And what's going to happen is that your attention it's going to shift away from the negativity into positivity and gratefulness. And then what's going to happen is that all that negative energy you have accumulated because of that negative emotion, it's going to be transmuted into something beautiful, into something positive. Try this. Don't believe me. Don't just believe me and watch this video. Please try it. Be conscious of every emotion that you have. Be conscious of the thoughts that are behind that emotion and consciously choose to see it in a different way. And please let me know if this produces any change within you. Please let me know, because I have experienced it and it has been magical and transformative. And I want you to experience that too. So let's recap. Number 1, become aware of the emotion. Don't be dragged by it, just become aware of the emotion. Number 2, become aware of the thoughts that are behind that emotion and thoughts that are nourishing that emotion. And number 3, you're going to consciously create new thoughts that support a new perspective a new positive perspective regarding that negative emotion. This is all for today, and if you want to have more great content, just check out my website. Go and check out my website. I have really good content there. And see you in the next one, and bye. Thank you.